How do you feel about aliens, everybody? Do you like them? Do you not believe in them? Do you think they're a big farce? Do you think it's a big made-up scene? That's what I'm curious about, because I know not everybody believes them. A lot of people think that they don't even exist. How they could think that when there's billions upon billions of different planets within our universal expanse, but yet people think Earth and humans on Earth are the most intelligent race there is in the entire cosmos. To me, that's insanity. That's the most delusional concept that I think anybody could ever have. To not believe that there's other life more advanced than human life is ludicrous. Yet, that's what the federal government's trying to say about people who actually see these beings and have communications with them. It really makes me wonder and makes me think about the governments. They're calling people delusional for this, for actually seeing this stuff, but yet they say they're not real. How could they come out and say they're not real? I mean, they must believe. I guarantee if you take all those politicians who say they aren't real and actually talk to them one-on-one and in a private setting, I'm sure they're going to say, well, there must be, or maybe they've seen some things. I know President Jimmy Carter saw stuff. He saw a UFO. How come he didn't go down as delusional? He even wrote about it. It was in a paper. Many presidents have seen things, and they just remain silent about this. Colonels, generals, they all see things. They're in charge of militaries, all of our political system and everything else, but yet they're still considered sane. See, that's what bothers me. A lot of people laugh at it, and I think what they're really laughing at about it when you talk about aliens is the fact that they're afraid to be classified as something like that. That's the most insane thing there is, to be afraid of being classified a certain way because you believe in something and you see something and you know something's real. To me, that's it's really scrutinizing people and really just putting them on the spot. So they're trying to limit human advancement, and that human advancement that they're limiting is also limiting our technical advancement because they refuse to admit that this is real. I personally believe that, yes, there's been government officials who've actually had contact with these beings. I don't know as a fact, but I believe this. I believe that they have been at bases. I don't know which base. I'm not going to say Area 51 because that's the most insane thought when you think about it, is Area 51, because it's so public and so well known. I'm sure there's other sites that are less well known and that are more secretive, that they're actually keeping these beings. But I don't know that they can really keep these beings, because if they're dimensional beings, remember, a dimensional being can walk through walls, they can walk through dimensions. So there's no way they could be even imprisoning them. I think that's probably the biggest fear that they have, is because they have no control of these beings, and that's disturbing them more than anything else. So by saying they're not real, they have more power than they actually have. They're letting the people believe that they actually have more power than they think they have. And they don't, because they can't control these beings. They can't tell the public what these beings are going to do. Battle LA. Okay, I know that they shot down a craft. That's what the news footage showed, and said that it was later found the next morning. This craft was shot down somewhere out at sea or something like that. And what are they doing with all this technology they're finding? I know I've heard of other crafts being downed, but yet they're not coming out and saying anything about what's going on. As a matter of fact, they spend all their time trying to deny it. And to me, that's just crazy. Think about that. Good night.